We were told get educated, get a job, earn well, pay taxes, be a good citizen, and enjoy life. But somewhere along the way, we became something else. We became the invisible fuel used, burned, and forgotten. They say only 1.6% of Indians pay income tax. What they don't say is those 1.6% are treated like they owe an apology to this country. And now here we are, tied down and told it's life. Welcome to the great Indian slavery. Tax, income, existence, everyone wears this tie. You wear the tie every morning, not out of freedom, but out of conditioning. They take your income, they take your tax, and what they leave you with is existence. This isn't life, this is silent slavery. And whether you like it or not, everyone wears this tie. You earn? That's cute. Because before you touch it, the government already has. Income tax at source, GST when you spend, toll when you travel, cess when you fill petrol. You fund the nation, you power its systems, and in return, you are called entitled. You are not a citizen anymore. You are an MEM, a monthly extraction machine, running silently between TDS and EMIs. You earn, they deduct. You spend, they tax. You survive, they call you privileged. You are taxed for earning, taxed for spending, taxed for existing. And yet, never thanked, never respected, never rewarded. You don't live in a welfare state, you live in a reverse Robin Hood state, where the one who pays the most gets nothing but bullied. You pay for roads, subsidies, salaries, but when the budget comes, there is no mention of you. No inflation adjusted exemption, no tax cap. 2.5 lakh exemption in 2014 is 5.3 lakhs when adjusted as per inflation. But the new exemption is just 4 lakhs and they called it a relief. And the irony, they know everything. Your salary, your bank accounts, your investments, your address, your Netflix bill, but not, definitely not, your pain. In developed countries, the more you tax, the more you are given. Like free health, free education, reliable infrastructure, or at least subsidized healthcare, subsidized education. In India, you get bullied. A taxpayer is the one who funds the system, yet stands last in line for everything, even for basic respect. Walk into any government office and the taxpayer is treated like a second-grade citizen. No privilege, no priority, not even dignity, even respect. A basic human courtesy is too much to ask. Where is the tax cap? After a point, it's not taxation, it's extortion. The government reduced corporate tax during the last term from 30% to 25%. Under some conditions, it drops to 22%, and for some new manufacturing unit, the base rate is 15%. So where are the investments? Where are the jobs? Where are the salary hikes from all these benefits government has provided to these corporates? If corporate tax cuts were a big reform, why didn't they lead to real growth? What sane system in the world thinks that squeezing more from the same 1.6% pool is somehow sustainable? Taxation should feel like participation, not punishment. You want more people to enter the tax net? Then don't scare them, incentivize them. Make paying tax feel like being part of something, not being targeted by something. Build trust, offer benefits, reward the honest. Because no nation can grow by bullying its builders. And the media, they clapped, compared the new regime with no exemptions and said, wow. They didn't say this. The government didn't just change tax rules. It rewired how we think. Owning a home, outdated idea. Saving, not a trendy thing to do. If you save, the economy slows. But if you swipe, spend more, and stay broke, they call it growth. Is Gen Z the target? Because no one taught them to save, only to scan, tap, and upgrade? In a country that worships old traditions, we are being told don't follow the old tradition of savings. Because building an economy is easier on credit cards, EMIs, and short attention spans. The system says work hard, hustle, rise. So we do. We dream of a better home, a safe car, a good school for our kids. Even if it's hard, we prioritize, we stretch. But the moment we chose something good, the system doesn't ask why. It just assumes we can afford it. You bought a car, pay 28%. You have a health insurance, pay 18%. But wasn't the healthcare supposed to be your job? If I am paying it for myself, why am I still taxed at 18%? When the government fails to provide and a citizen steps up to take care of himself, should he be punished for that? Just because I bought better doesn't mean I earn more. It means I chose better. I sacrificed other things. That's not luxury, that's effort. This is in 1940. There are no chains. There are forms, EMIs, targets, taxes. Somewhere between Monday mornings and first of the month deductions, we accepted it all as normal. This is slavery with a smiling face, with bonuses, dress codes, with LinkedIn posts and loan apps. And what's the uniform? A tie, a literal symbol of being choked. Gently, a noose in slow motion. We were told, pay your share, be proud. But what pride is there in being overtaxed, underrepresented, and constantly guilt-tripped? Farmers protest, students protest, traders protest, taxpayers, we stay in line. We say, at least I'm earning. That's not pride, that's resigned silence. And silence is the biggest tax of them all. They say reform is complex, but demonetization happened overnight. When there is intent, systems bend. After all, they are all human made. So maybe the issue isn't complexity. Maybe it's just intent and political choice. This isn't a hate speech against tax. This is a plea for fairness, for dignity. If I am the one paying the bill, at least give me a seat at the table. Everyone wears this tie. But the question is, how long before we stop calling it a uniform and start calling it a noose? Because the system didn't forget you. It just remembered your income and nothing else. Welcome to the Great Indian Slave Tax Income Existence.